Hi, I keep wanting to make YouTube videos. I'm thinking all the time about things that I could film and stories that I could tell and what kind of YouTube account I want this to become. Because I really want to be making long form videos. But every time I start making them, something happens and I start getting really awkward. I feel weird talking to the camera. I just sort of get in my own way. So in this video, I changed things up a little bit. I scrapped everything that I had done and I started fresh. This video is just me vibing in my studio and making some tumblers. And I sort of talk through the thought processes that I went on and the little journey that I went on in my brain, thinking about what I want to do with this YouTube account, the kind of stories that I want to tell, the kind of videos I want to make, and the kind of community I want to be part of within YouTube. I hope you enjoy. I enjoyed making it. Bye. Also, at no point do I want to hear "I told you so" from Bryn. A few months ago, I came up with what I thought was this amazing idea for content that I was going to make for YouTube videos. The idea was teaching people how to slipcast, and I had broken the process down into 4 episodes. Each one had a bunch of notes that I had written with strategies that would link from one to the other and make them really watchable and make, quote unquote, evergreen content. So when the day came to actually start filming everything, I was super prepared. I had storyboarded, I had everything planned out. I knew which shots I wanted to take. I was golden. And then as I started taking those shots and filming things and talking to the camera, I felt incredibly awkward. And the weird thing is I'm not awkward in front of the camera. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, but I talk to people through my stories all the time. I feel pretty confident in front of a camera. So I stopped filming and I started thinking to myself, why am I feeling so awkward right now? What's going on? So as I sat down with a coffee and my notebook and started writing out my feelings, it became pretty apparent that the problem was I don't want to seem like an authority within the slipcasting space. I'm a self-taught artist, I'm a self-taught ceramic artist, and I just don't feel like I'm in a spot where I want to be teaching people how to do things. But I do want to be making videos showing my process. I just don't want to be teaching my process. And I think there's a big difference there. I got the idea of making evergreen content from watching a hell of a lot of videos on YouTube about growing audiences and how to tell stories and what goes into making an engaging video. And all of this advice can really push you into a direction that might not feel natural for the kind of content that you want to make as an artist. It started dawning on me that I was making content that I felt like I should be making and not content that I wanted to be making. I think it's so easy to be swept up in advice given to us by internet gurus because all I want to do is a good job. And to do a good job, you listen to the experts' advice and follow what they tell you to do. But the more and more I was doing that, I was feeling frustrated and annoyed, and it was forcing me to think about why I wanted to start making YouTube videos in the first place. And then what kind of videos on YouTube I like to watch. Don't get me wrong, I watch a lot of instructional videos on YouTube. I've learned so much from YouTube content. In fact, if it wasn't for watching YouTube, I would have no idea how to edit the video I'm making right now. Oh, hang on one second, pause. I'm about to trim off the excess clay around the top of my molds, and it's so satisfying to watch. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, yeah. Ready? This one's my favorite one. Anyway, what were we talking about again? Instructional YouTube videos? That's right. Instructional YouTube videos. I watch them, but I don't engage in the community around that video. I'll usually skip around the video, get through the faff, learn what I want to learn, and then I'm kind of out of there. I do always leave a like, but I'll pretty much never leave a comment. And when I think about why I want to be part of this platform, a huge reason is that I really want to be part of the artistic community within YouTube. The kinds of videos that I subscribe to and watch are usually passionate people sharing their passions, whether that's art, music, storytelling, all kinds of things. I love watching artists creating their art. I love watching studio vlogs, and I love watching draw with me videos. I think videos where artists are talking about what has inspired them, what inspired them to create a piece, those are the ones that I will return to, and those are the kinds of accounts that I'll subscribe to, because I love listening to that kind of shit while I'm in my studio following my own passion. There's also this extra element when I'm listening to studio vlogs as I'm working in my studio, where I sort of feel like I'm listening to a colleague tell me about their day or tell me what they've been up to. And then I don't feel so lonely in my studio as I'm working. It's a nice feeling. So with all this in mind, I deleted everything that I had filmed and started fresh. And by letting go of this idea of creating evergreen content, suddenly I was enjoying myself. I no longer felt awkward. Every shot felt really easy to take, because essentially I was just working and vibing. It was really fun. And honestly, if creating this content isn't fun, then why the fuck am I doing it? It's so much effort. Sitting here in my studio editing this stuff, I could be inside playing Legend of Zelda. If I'm not having fun doing this, I don't want to do it. So this video, and hopefully all others from this point on, are going to be for my fellow artists working solo, watching studio vlogs in the background as they create cool shit. It's for the people who might not have the time or the energy to be creative, but they love to watch other people making cool shit. And it's also for future me to look back on and appreciate how far I've come. Remember how hard I've worked and how rad I looked growing out a shaved head. So if you'd like to share your studio with mine, I invite you to subscribe to my account and we can vibe together. And if you ever have a question about my process as you're watching along, leave me a comment or reach out, because I bloody love ceramics and I'd love to problem solve with you. I think that one of the best things about YouTube is the micro communities that it creates. I find that more and more, I really want to join in and stop watching and start participating in the community. So here's me throwing in my hat and saying, do you want to see what I'm doing in my studio today? So yeah, expect to see a lot more of me. And if you're a creator on this platform, I would love it if you left me a comment below so I can watch your videos.